inside the top 4 of the Rabodirect Pro 12 competition at the moment. The Glasgow Warriors have one concern on their mind, and that is lack of bonus points. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflake's Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Rabodirect Pro 12, where we have our side that we are following for this season, the Glasgow Warriors, at home to one of the competition frontrunners, Leinster. Now I mentioned at the start how there is somewhat of a concern here for the Glasgow Warriors. One bonus point inside their first 8 matches as we head into round number 9 today. So 3 tries they have scored in their last 3 matches, and if only they could get that one little extra point, one little extra try, it would make a big difference to their standing on the ladder, where it is bonus points that is proving the difference at the moment for the side. So a few changes to the team today for this round 9 fixture. With the injury to Lamont, it sees Seymour moving one spaced outside centre and our good friend Van der Merwe back into the squad, the starting 15 on the right wing. Leaving Maitland on the left, kind of backwards to how those two would like to play, but something different to keep the squad going. More bigger news for the team is the return of Jackson in the number 10 jumper, and Weir did a very good job keeping that jumper warm for him, but the class gap is very big between those two, and we welcome back Jackson into number 10. The opponents for today will be Leinster, who are sitting atop the table and have had 2 massive wins in their last 2 outings, beating the Cardiff Blues 53-10 and Ospreys 34-12 in their last 2 matches. They're atop the table. They've got 40 points, which is, 11 more than the Glasgow Warriors have at the moment. So a tough proposition, and it should be a classic match between Leinster and the Glasgow Warriors. Superstar names are plenty in this Leinster side, but it is Glasgow at home for today's match. Round 9, the Rabodirect Pro 12 is underway. Jackson, first match back from injury, and he kicks off away, and Van der Merwe back in the squad, cleans it up, gives it to MacArthur, and he goes rumbling through a little bit of a hole in the middle. Glasgow try to help him out, and he's lost the ball very quickly, very easily to O'Driscoll. Pops it back, and it's just dragged into touch from Rob Kearney, playing on the right wing. Of course, when you have Zane Kirchner in your side, the South African, how can you leave Kirchner or Kearney out of your team? It is a line out though. MacArthur to the front he goes, and Matawalu to Jackson. And then McGeegan, nice ball, Seymour. This is the key man for the squad here. What a chip over the top. Van der Merwe chasing hard, but it's picked up. Nice defence from Redden. And it comes back, Leinster. Oh, Leinster are going to struggle here. Where's this going to go? No one knows. It's stuck in the middle, but it comes back nicely. Now they kick it out. Wide they go. Even wider still for O'Driscoll. And he puts it onto his boot. Thumps it way downfield. Oh, that's a good kick too from O'Driscoll. Is it going to go dead? Oh my goodness, that's close. And it's put dead in the last second from Hogg. That was a super kick. That was a very good kick. Forcing the 22 dropout from Glasgow. And Jackson goes long. Hogg, the fullback, giving chase. First up to the man who kicked the ball earlier. Oh, through goes Redden before freeing it off nicely to McCarthy. But it is going back for a forward pass. The big lock looked like he was away. Well, where's the forward pass there? Is that... Oh, that's a tough call.
Touch.
And a scrum will pack down here for Glasgow. Matawalu will put it in. Leinster try to turn this over in the scrum for that poor call, but a massive hit coming in from the Glasgow front forward pack. Maitland, good pass round the corner for Seymour. Adept at playing on the wing. Here grubbers forward. Strauss gives chase, and a big hit coming in from Fusaro. Puts Redden into touch, and a big net gain there for the Glasgow side. Into the 22 they are. Line out. MacArthur looking to the front for Swinson. Matawalu, big pass out to Strauss. Rumbling it forward into midfield. The big man goes straight to the deck. Setting out nicely. Here come, Van der Merwe. This is a great chance for the man on the right wing. Finally, that has to be a penalty try. That is a shocking high tackle from Kirchner. How do you get away with this? Has to be red, surely. Oh, just yellow. Just yellow. The Glasgow players are up in arms at the moment. And Jackson takes it back to the 22 to have a shot at goal, but that was a try. Begging to be scored for Van der Merwe, and he has been, well, robbed. First kick back for Jackson. Yellow card for Leinster. And he strikes it very sweetly indeed. A superb kick for the fly half to get underway. Get his first 3 points back after injury. And gives Glasgow the lead after a great period of domination. And Jimmy Gopperth will kick us off for Leinster. He goes flat and deep down the throat. And it's away for Vernon, giving it to McGeegan. They're going to run it here. Kellick out to the left side. Here's Jackson. Just streaking away, but it is a forward pass. Off to Maitland. That was a just about great play from Jackson, who's really lifting the side. That wasn't forward either. This is poor refereeing here.
Touch.
But he's just growing into that number 10 jumper again. Glasgow forwards have looked good so far in this match. But Leinster will retain this one without one of their front rowers. That is a very, very impressive effort. Redden goes short to Gopperth, who gets hammered from Matawalu. In go Glasgow! Turnover ball very quickly. They swing it out. Swinson, Van der Merwe. He's going to back his pace. He gives it to Seymour instead. Seymour's busting away. He looks to fend. He looks to offload. And it's turned over. Oh, that's disappointing. It goes nicely for Cullen, who's going to drive on it. Now comes back McFadden. Goes to the left side, kicks over the top. That's got to be too deep. Surely Hogg will wait on this once again. Hogg, he has to kick it dead. Oh, dear me, Gopperth. I think that was Gopperth flying in.
Crouch.
And it will be a scrum for Leinster.
Seth.
Massive chance. Should have just dived on it, Hogg, surely. But a good response. Oh, spectacular reply from the Glasgow forward pack. And they will turn this ball back over to the side of Glasgow. Away to Seymour, takes the tackle. McGeegan trying to cut them in half. Can't get through. It's a good half break from McGeegan. And he's setting the ball up nicely. His players, supporters very slow. But now it's here. Matawalu half breaks the line, gives away to Maitland. Here's Sean Maitland. Where's he going to go? He's put a thumper in. Now he's returning the kick pressure. Good chase coming in from a couple of Glasgow players. Oh, that is close. Oh, my word, that is close. McFadden saves the day for Leinster. Here's McGeegan. McGeegan's turned it over now. Oh, and another high tackle. And another yellow card. Instant from the ref. No talking about that at all. And it will be Jimmy Gopperth who sees some more time in the bin. That is 2 yellow cards for Leinster. And they are both last-ditch tackle efforts before a Glasgow player would have scored a try. Jackson with a second attempt, this time similar spot. Oh, that's not struck near as well though, and it's sat down for the Leinster team. Back it goes to O'Driscoll, who's kicked that back in towards centre field. It's going to set up nicely for Hogg, who turns, gives it back to Fusaro. They're going to run this here. Half-time's gone. Jackson, Swinson.
Advantage.
Forward pass from Swinson, and that will spell the end of the half, surely. It's just kicked into touch from Glasgow. What's the ref going to say? We're going to play on? I don't think we will. We'll see. That was a very, very forward pass. He got that one right for once, and yes, we will be heading to the break with just one scoring play in the match so far. 3-0 at half-time. And Glasgow should be very disappointed to not come out of that with more points, at least some tries, because once again, second half, no matter how good they play, they're going to be hard pushed to get a 4-try bonus point. Should have maybe led by 6, but the kicking of Jackson was off in the second attempt. But to be fair to Glasgow, they should have led by 14. That was 2 given tries that were disallowed from high illegal tackles from the Leinster side, and that is dirty play from the Leinstermen. But the stats for half-time sees possession heavily in favour of the Glasgow Warriors. Leinster just nudging out territory, but it is the stats at the bottom, penalties, high tackles and yellow cards, that have really dominated this first half of the match. 2 of each for Leinster, and 2 men in the bin for 10 minutes. Now that they should be back to 15, it'll be interesting to see how the second half goes. We have 40 minutes here. 3-0, the Glasgow Warriors lead over Leinster in this Rabodirect Pro 12 round 9 fixture. Stick around, the second half is coming right up. And yes, Jimmy Gopeth finds himself back on the field after his indiscretion. Yellow card, and he'll kick us off. Leinster get this underway with a deep kick. Oh, straight to McGeegan. Oh, and he's in severe trouble here. Massive trouble is McGeegan. Turnover ball. It goes to McCarthy. Giving it away to Ross, who goes through about 4 tackles. Comes to ground. Taken off the back. Trying to go for a little run off the short side. Turnover surely coming for the Warriors. And it does come back. Jackson playing halfback. Gives it to McGeegan, who kicks in the tackle and thumps it over halfway. Oh, a bit of a mistake there from Kirchner. He's also had a yellow card, and it's just in the end picked up from the Leinster player. Redden, he goes, but he's got no one to pass it to at all. Oh, trouble here for Leinster. But they manage to keep themselves composed. Heaslip goes with a short play, keeping it in the forwards here. Still no luck for Glasgow. Comes back for Leinster again. It's Healy. Healy tries to go through, can't get away. Oh, and it's a chance for a turnover. Can it come back now for Glasgow? It does. Again, Jackson plays halfback. McGeegan's behind the line. Can he go all the way? No, he's dragged down in a desperate tackle from O'Driscoll, who turns the ball over in the tackle, and it kicks it away to Hogg. Here's Maitland. Oh, brilliant ball from Hogg. Maitland's through now. Can he keep this one intact? No, he can't. And it is picked up from the Leinster defence once again. And away goes Cullen before being dragged into touch in a desperate tackle. The big lanky lock looking for the short side play. Not coming off on that occasion. Here's MacArthur with the line out. Oh, and he's been pinged for not straight. MacArthur has messed that up, and he's going to see some time. This ref has completely lost his marbles. He has gone crazy. Put him in a straitjacket. He has lost it. Completely lost it. Yellow card
Crouch.
for a not straight
Crouch.
line out. Unbelievable stuff.
Sit.
And Glasgow are going to have to pay some time here without a hooker. Again, the forwards have operated very well for Glasgow. They're, even with one man down, are performing very well. Here's Redden. He gives it out to the left side for Darcy. Goes further still for McFadden, who pops it back inside. Heaslip goes wide again. And now there's trouble here for the Warriors. It's a good play from Gopeth, but it's dealt with nicely from the Glasgow defence. No fullback here in position as Redden goes for a little dab down the short side. And gets taken into touch by a nice ankle tap from his opposite number. And this will be interesting here. The line out will be taken from... Is that taken from a lock? Is that Swinson who's going to take the... Oh, and they've lost it. No, it's not Swinson. I'm interested to see. Oh, that was number 1, Grant, who took that line out. Unbelievable stuff happening here today. Here come Leinster, though. It's Darcy turning over the line out. Now they're on the possession. Going for the gauntlet here. They take it short side through Cullen again. Trying to go through Heaslip. They come wide. O'Driscoll, good pass up Darcy back into Heaslip. He slips away. Tries to go through the tackle of fullback Hogg. Can't make his way through. And a good turnover ball coming here for Glasgow. Matawalu fires the massive pass out. Waiting for support as Maitland gets it to Seymour. And Seymour's got nowhere to go. And Vernon is on hand. Beautifully done from Vernon. Matawalu goes to Jackson. Jackson's going to kick it away, and he puts in a nice thumper down the centre of the field. Kirchner hasn't had much of a day so far. He tries to put the dummy on. Gets hammered. O'Driscoll, Heaslip, around the back of the defence it goes. And it's McCullen who's trying to run away from Van der Merwe, but can't get away. Desperate defence. We'll see a return for MacArthur. Right when he's required as well. No more lineouts for Grant. And this game has only 10 minutes remaining. And it is 3-0 to Glasgow. No thoughts of bonus points today. Matawalu, big ball out to Maitland. Tries to step his way. Oh, gets hammered. That is a massive shot on Maitland. The defence resumes. Short ball to Cusack. Now they're breaking away. To Seymour. Playing at the outside centre today. Looking for support. He's been taken out. And it will be another yellow card. This is not good. Oh, it is a red card for Redden. Oh, the irony in that word. Red card for Redden. And it will be Jackson. So late in the game. We'll look to double the lead. Red card for Redden. Jackson missed one, got one. What's he going to do this time? 75 gone. Making it 6-0 if he hits it. Looks all right. And I think it's over. It is over. 6-0 the Glasgow Warriors over Leinster in a real nasty match. A real vicious affair that will see Leinster be without their halfback, their scrum half Redden, for more than the rest of this match, as Fusaro takes it down and gets dragged down from behind from the Leinster defence. Now they're looking to turn this over. They know a try will be good for them. Here's Matawalu. Oh, he's breaking away, Matawalu. He's still got Van der Merwe. This is a chance for the man, Van der Merwe. He will score the try, and the Glasgow Warriors will seal their win. Spectacular play from Matawalu and DTH Van der Merwe. What a spectacular try. He has been starved of opportunities. His finishing has been less than his usual standards this season, but that is brilliantly done from the superb winger Van der Merwe. What a try, sparked by this outstanding zippy little scrum half Matawalu. And that is just the potential this Glasgow Warriors team have in the bank. And they have sealed the deal in the dying seconds, no doubt about that. But once again, they get the job done without bonus points. But on the other hand, they have just denied Leinster a bonus point. Full time goes. Jackson will get the final say with his 4th attempt at goal. Oh dear, that's a shocker. And thankfully nothing riding on that kick for Glasgow. But the result has been sealed. And the whistle should go. And Glasgow claim yet another victory here over Leinster. 11-0. That is definitely a victory for the defence. But say no more about the attack. Say no more about the nastiness of this match and the Leinster side. 2 yellow cards and of course the red card for Redden. Leinster were at their vicious best today. Let's have a look at the scorecard for this full time for round 9 of the Rabodirect Pro 12 competition. And we see the 1 try, Van der Merwe at the top. And of course 2 penalty goals throughout the match from Jackson, returning from injury. Not his best match, but he did very well given the circumstances, given the defence of Leinster that was so aggressive. I expect these stats to be, well, not so dominated by the cards as I thought they might be. Possession was, in the end, just nudged out by Glasgow. Territory as well, complete turnaround from half time. And we go down high tackles, 3-0 zip. That is nasty. Nothing more you can say. That was a nasty match from Leinster. And the Tops team, first place they were, they don't deserve it. If that's how they're going to play, they just don't deserve it. Line breaks, well, Glasgow should have done more with their chances. They were poor on the line break and just didn't have any finishing at all. 11-5, that was the line break stat. And of course penalties, 3-0, giving the Glasgow Warriors an 11-0 win over Leinster. First versus fourth. Let's see where these teams sit now after that result. 4 points going the way of the Glasgow Warriors. Before we have a check out of the table, let's see how the results went for round 9 and half of round 10 for that matter. The Newport Queen Dragons going down to Connacht Ulster getting a big win over Treviso. Ospreys taking down Edinburgh. Of course, what we just witnessed, the Glasgow Warriors in a nasty game of rugby. I've said it a million times, but it really was a very nasty match. 11-0 they beat Leinster. Next up, Zebre 28-15 over the Cardiff Blues, who are having a nightmare of a season at the moment, and Scarlets getting a good win over Munster. A bit of a surprise, that one. On to round 10, and half of the rounds have been played, if not. It's about 3/4. Ospreys getting the win over the Cardiff Blues, who sink even further. Treviso, a massive win for them over the Dragons. Edinburgh bounced back to beat Connacht, and Leinster, well, they've bounced back big time to take out the lowly Zebre side 48 points to 3. The table looks a little like this. Leinster leading at the top still after their first loss of the competition, but they have played 10 matches. The difference here being 9 bonus points for Leinster. That loss to Glasgow was the first time Leinster have not gained a bonus point. That alone tells you a story of 1,000 words, no doubt about that. Second is Ulster. Ospreys find themselves in third, and Glasgow in fourth spot have a 10-point lead over fifth place and their opponents for next week. Yes, that's right, round 10. It is the Glasgow Warriors versus Munster, fourth versus fifth, but a big gap of 10 points between these two sides. So it's going to be a cracker. Fourth, fifth. What more could you ask for the Warriors versus Munster for round 10? So thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's match, and I'll see you again soon for more Rabodirect Pro 12. Stick around. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.